Hello, my name is Darian. I own GamarsTCG. I'm a sealed Pokemon card business. So I'm basically recording this right after recording that introduction that hopefully you have seen on my YouTube channel. But I'm basically here to explain the berry system and the pity system that I plan to implement to try to be able to give back, give you guys the best savings, try to be able to build a relationship with me and my customers, right? First thing I want to explain is the berry system. So I do not sell berries on my website. However, like I said, I do have a system called berries. So how it works is every single time you make a purchase, you will earn berries, right? So if you spend $1, you're going to earn 5 berries. If you spend $100, you're going to earn 500 berries. This is basically my form of cashback or points or rewards or loyalty, whatever everyone else would call it, right? You basically get back about 5%, which in my opinion is pretty good considering how low margin Pokemon is. Like, generally most stores are making between 10 to 20% margin, so that's really small, right? That's considered pretty thin, considering overhead, considering buying stock, expanding, paying for employees, all that kind of stuff. I don't have any of that, so I can try to give back as much as I can, and I have a system called berries, so that way you can earn them, right? You buy products, you earn berries, and those berries are basically store credit that you can use on my website, GamarsTCG.com. Gamers, GAMARSTCG.com. You can see the link in the description. It's also the name of the channel. So, although you basically get 5% cash back, I do want to implement more systems. I'm still brainstorming it, where some products you may get 2x berries, right? Let's say, for example, I have a bunch of blank type of booster pack or booster box or whatever it may be. I may occasionally run basically flash, I don't know, what am I gonna call them? Overgrown berries? No. Berry surplus? I don't know what I'm gonna name them. But basically, it's kind of like a flash sale. But these will also be stacked on top of actual product sales. So if I'm 15% off and you also get 10% berries, then all of a sudden you're saving like, I think it's more than 25% because it's 15% off first. No, I think it's 10% of the berries of the original and the 15% off. Yeah, so you're saving a bunch of money on Pokemon cards, right? So that's the goal. I want to be able to give back as much as I can. So there may be occasionally where I'll create like an email list where you can sign up and get notified anytime I have 2x berry events, right? So let's say, for example, like I mentioned in my previous video, I have a bunch of Silver Tempest packs. Let's say, for example, for a limited amount of time, say 12 hours, you can earn 2 times as many berries as you want, 2 times as many berries on each pack, right? So if you would have spent $10, or let's say you would have spent $10 and you would have earned what? No, let's say 100. It's easier math. Let's say you would have spent $100 and you would have earned 500 berries, right? Now you would earn 1,000 berries, right? So that could be used towards store credit. But on top of that, what I have planned in the future is I may have like a milestone system. So yes, 500 berries is worth $5 of store credit. But instead of doing that, maybe I'll have certain milestones where you could spend 500 on $5 of store credit, or I'll have a milestone so at say 750 berries, you could get 2 free booster packs, right? Obviously, those 2 booster packs are gonna be much cheaper, or like your 750 berries are gonna go much further on at that milestone than just redeeming it for store credit, right? So that's the goal. I want to implement those systems so obviously incentivizes more people to buy, but also as a way of giving back, right? So now that you know how to earn berries, what they may be used for, how do you actually use them? So on the bottom right of my website, no matter whether you're on mobile or whether you're on the computer, there's gonna be a button called Berry Patch, right? You're gonna notice there's a lot of puns that I like to keep up with. It's gonna be called Berry Patch, and in there you can basically just make sure you're signing up, right? You have to sign up. It's completely free. You don't have to pay membership. Maybe in the future I'll have like a paid membership. You can earn more berries. I don't know yet, right? But just make sure to sign in with your email. It goes through Shop, so it's pretty secure, I'm pretty sure. It's basically the same thing as if you go to any Shopify site. So my site is ran by Shopify. So every single site that you see, like, that uses Shopify basically has the exact same thing. So you could track all your orders at once. It's connected to that. So it's not really connected to my website directly, but I have an extension where basically it allows it so that you can earn berries linked to your account, right? Like I'm pretty sure Skims is ran by Shopify. I think Tops, so I don't know if you collect baseball or sports cards, like that is run by Shopify. So Shopify is pretty legit. So that's the berry system. Currently, it's really in beta. It's always subject to change, right? Right now, nothing is completely concrete. My store is barely even getting off the floor. I'm just trying to introduce all these systems to be able to stand out, right? But just keep in mind, if you do happen to earn berries during this period, you'll definitely keep those berries, right? Like if I choose to terminate in the future, you're not gonna lose those berries. If you have 10,000 in berries, you're gonna keep those 10,000 berries. If anything, if I see you have 10,000 berries, you must have been day one OG. I'll double it for you. I don't care, right? We'll see. I don't know if I'll remove it. The cashback may be decreased, maybe increased. I don't know yet. I've only ever seen one other site have the system, but they have 1%. I have 5%. So either I'm gonna lose a shit ton of money, or they are stingy as hell. So I don't know. So I'd love to hear feedback. Anything that you guys have to say about the berry system, just contact me. It's Daryan, DARYAN, at GamarsTCG.com. You can also contact me through my site. Literally have a contact page. Send it through there. It's gonna be much easier. You probably can't spell my name, so just contact it through there. But now to explain the pity system. Should I have this in a separate video? Nah, I'll put this in the same video. The pity system. So the pity system on my site is kind of weird, but it's also, I think, very unique. I haven't seen any other card shops do a system like that. So I would assume most of you guys have heard of gacha games and have heard of the fact that these gacha games have pities, right? You can open X amount of packs, or say roll X amount of times. And I know, for example, League of Legends, like if you have played TFT, there's a pity system where once you spend like 50 of their currency, you guarantee the character. But the 50 of the currency is not cheap. The 50 of the currency is like $300, right? So generally these pity systems are pretty strict. So my pity system is not quite the same, but it is similar-ish. So how it works. If you buy 20 booster packs, so that could be 20 singles, it could be 2 high-class Japanese booster boxes, which have 10 packs per, so that'd make it 20, right? If you bought, a collection that happened to have 20 packs, or whatever it may be, you have basically a 20 pack minimum, and then you qualify for pity, right? So how pity will work is, I'm basically gonna be reading off my website here because I wrote it down in case I forget anything. When you receive your package, do not open it. okay? Don't open your package. What you need to do first is set up your camera, like I have here. And when you set it up, let me get a box. All right, as I explained, so this is a package. In this case, this package is very clearly open, but your package should not be open if you're listening properly. Your package should be closed. In your pity system, what you're gonna do is you're gonna show every single side of the box as visible as possible, okay? Keep in mind, this is up to my discretion. I think I'm a very, very fair person. But although if I feel like you are clearly trying to cheat me, I'm going to say you're clearly trying to cheat me, and either you need to show better proof if you have any other videos or anything of, you can't see my address, right? I'll blur it in case anything in post. I don't like editing, but you're going to show every single side of the package, right, properly. I wouldn't recommend you set up your camera like this. I'd recommend you set up your camera maybe top down or on the side, or have someone else record for you, right? Any sign of tampering at all, you will be disqualified for pity, okay? Keep in mind, I'm a small business. There's a very scuffed way to implement a system like this. This requires basically direct communication between you and me, right? So any sign of tampering is going to disqualify you from you. Right? You need to show all sides of the package. I need to make sure that your hands are visible, the package is visible, and then once that happens, once you prove it, right? Take a couple takes if you need to, just in case. You can then open the package. When you open the package, okay, I would very, very heavily recommend you have some sort of top-down camera, right? It shouldn't be too difficult to set up. I mean, you need to put a couple books, put your camera there, make sure you're recording properly, right? When you have it there, you want to make sure that everything, your hands and the box, is completely visible. Literally everything, okay? When that happens, you can then start to rip into your packs. You can open your packs, right? You open your packs and you can enjoy it. But you just have to make sure that every single pack you open, every single card that comes out of the pack, basically like how an unboxing video happens, or if you collect Pokemon cards, you definitely are on the Pokemon card side of TikTok. You'll see how other people will show their cards, every single pull, every single little thing. That needs to be shown, okay? All of it needs to be shown. So, now that you've shown every single card while opening it, I also need you to show every single card manually, right? It may take a while, but hey, you may get a free booster pack. So that's what I'm about to explain for the pity system. The pity system basically guarantees you that if you get no hits, right? Like hits is a very, very heavy asterisk there. I have a definition of hits on my website. If you get no hits, okay, so obviously if you don't get an SIR, if you get a chase card, that's obviously a hit. If you get SIR, that's a hit. If you get IR, that's a hit. Even though they may not be worth that much, like on current market price, but they are considered a hit. If it's a full art, I would consider it a hit. I know many, many people would also consider it a hit. Any true collector would genuinely know that that is a hit, right? But if you do not get a hit, you get super unlucky, okay? The reason why I'm doing this is because I know how it is to spend a bunch of money and all of a sudden you get 0 hits and you feel like shit. So if you get no hits, I will send you an extra booster pack completely free. You don't have to pay for shipping. You don't have to pay for the pack. You get a free booster pack, right? Unless you purchase more than 20, right? That is completely mostly up to my discretion. Like if you purchase 50 packs, don't split up the order. Just purchase it as 50 and I'll try to fairly compensate you if you get 0 hits. If you purchase 50 packs and you did not get a hit, I'd be much more surprised. But if you got 0 hits, then I'd send you maybe like 3 booster packs, right? Obviously, that's not the 20 times 3, the 60, right? But you spend 50, you buy 50 packs, I'll try to do my best to compensate you, right? But you'll get 0, you must get 0 hits. And you'll pay not even nothing. You'll pay nothing. It'll show up at your door, right? I'll pay for the shipping, I'll pay for the pack, and hopefully it'll arrive, right? But to redeem this, you have to make sure that you send that video to my email, Daryan, DARYAN, at GamarsTCG.com. My website, I don't think allows you to upload videos. I can try to add that, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't let you upload videos. So send it to me directly to my email, label it, say pity system evidence, and then give me your order number. Okay? So pity system evidence order number. And that's basically how it works. Order a minimum amount of packs. Prove that it has not been tampered with. Enjoy opening the packs. And if you get 0 hits, don't cry, because I'm going to send you another one for free. Double check my website. I have what are considered hits, just to say briefly. Chase cards. I'm defining chase cards as the top 5 most expensive cards in the set. Right? So regardless of its rarity, even if it's a completely regular card that happens to be $300, that will be considered a chase card. Because shiny rares, double rares, ultra rares, super rares, secret rares, illustration rares, secret special illustration rares, and hyper rares are going to be considered a hit. Right? I would consider those hits. Keep in mind that all of this may change in the future. Okay? Literally all of it could change. The minimum of packs could change. The system could change. What is the definition of a hit could change, right? It's all possible that could be changed. It's all possible the system could be gone. This is just something I'm trying to do to give back and also stand out. If obviously I'm getting completely cheated out of my money, someone somehow figured out a loophole, which probably is not that difficult to find out, but they probably figured out a loophole and I'm going bankrupt, then obviously I have to cancel it, right? A lot of this is kind of honor system. But I'm doing my best to give back, right? If this system happens to go great, I can completely change this so where the minimum is no longer 20 packs. It could be 10 packs, right? Maybe even 5 packs, right? Maybe what's considered a hit could increase, right? Maybe the bar has increased such that you're less likely to, or you're more likely to hit pity, right? That could all change. It just depends on how successful the system is, right? Hopefully the system is successful. It will allow me to just give way more back, right? Like you heard from Barry's system. Like if this system is successful, all of a sudden you may see more flash sales, right? I may implement a system where, you know, every once in a while, a certain product, the minimum for pity may decrease, right? Let's say, for example, I have temporal forces. Some people don't like temporal forces, but I think temporal forces, the illustration rares are amazing. The SIRs are all right, but the illustration rares are amazing, right? And say, for example, all of a sudden, instead of 20 packs for temporal forces specifically, it'll be 15 packs, right? Hopefully that gives you that guarantee where, like, I don't want to spend my money on a set that I think is mid, but hopefully, even if I don't hit anything, at least I'll get a couple free packs on top of berries. So this is these all stack on top of each other, right? So this is like potentially like huge savings. Like I'm trying my best. Like I might be going bankrupt. I'm not gonna lie. If I continue with this, I may go bankrupt. So hopefully it works out. The system is very much in beta. Okay, like again, the reason why I'm doing this is because I can relate to how it feels to spend a bunch of money and not get shit, to get completely shafted, right? This happened to me plenty of times. Unfortunately, you gotta be pretty unlucky, but it's happened to me a couple of times where I bought like 30 singles and I got basically nothing. No IRs, maybe a couple EXs, but no, like I got basically nothing. I just like $200 like down the drain, right? One time I bought like an EV Heroes booster box, the Japanese Evolving Skies. I mean, I got things that'd be considered a hit, but considering the box was $500, I got nothing. I made back like $50 worth of cards. Like I didn't even get that. I didn't even get like that many special cards. I got like 6 out of like 30 packs. So that was rough, but that's what I'm saying. I understand how it feels to be in that position, so I want to get back to those. I can't guarantee you a hit. I can just guarantee you a booster pack if you don't get a hit. Okay. There's a lot of trust that I'm choosing to place in the Pokemon community, Pokemon card collecting community. I don't know if it's blind trust, especially given what some of you guys do at Costco's, or I think I saw some guy like get beat up for cutting in line at a GameStop. Like they were on the floor, cops were called. Like it was like, that's messy, bro. It ain't that deep. It is not that deep. I'll try to be as fair as possible. I'm trying to be as fair as possible. If you feel like I'm not being fair, shit, call me out on social media and see what people think, right? But I will try to be as fair as possible, right? Yeah, I'll try to be as fair as possible. My goal is to try to be as fair as possible. All this could tweak. Maybe tomorrow morning you're gonna see, oh, the minimum is only 15. Or tomorrow morning you're gonna see, oh wait, the bar for a hit is increased, right? There's a lot of trust I'm placing. And the system is completely experimental. I haven't seen anyone else do it, so I think it'll make me stand out. If you have feedback, I'd love to hear it. Again, just like the berry system, you can contact me at Daryan, DARYAN, at GamarsTCG.com. Or you can go to my contact page at GamarsTCG.com. Contact me, let me know, give me your opinions, give me some tips, some bugs, whatever you feel like needs to be improved about this system. Let me know. So yeah, that is the berry system and the pity system here at GamarsTCG. GamarsTCG. So, hey, come shop with us. I'm trying my best to give back. Hopefully, you can give me a couple too. Thank you for watching. Thank you, for listening to my explanation instead of reading, because my writing could have been very confusing. I'll probably put this on my page. You can check it out. But thank you for listening. Subscribe, like, notifications. I'll set up a email list so you can subscribe to when double berries may happen. I might run a thing where like when my first video releases, I'll run like 2x berries site-wide, which is basically 10% off. That means like there are some things on here that are already below market price, but with 10% off, it's even further below market price. So I'll probably run 2x berries site-wide on the first video. Just keep an eye out when I have an email list. Subscribe for that and check me out.